Lim! He waved both arms to get Cadence's attention, as if she could miss him. In the years they had worked together, she'd grown accustomed to seeing Matt in suits tailored to fit his lean body. But today, Matt Escanilla, Prism Realty's top-selling broker, had literal bells on, jingle-jangling on his garland green sweater and topped off with a red Santa hat. When she acknowledged him with a single wave, Matt gestured at the empty spot next to him at the end of a row of foldable tables that were set up for an assembly line. Cadence ignored the fluttery feeling in her stomach, blaming it on the light breakfast she ate that morning. She thanked Gabby as she handed back the clipboard and excused herself, crossing the warehouse floor, greeting her colleagues along the way. There was Sonia Bott from accounting bagging carrots, Kevin Lewis, fellow analyst, who silently nodded when she said hi. Apparently, he was still annoyed after their heated conversation over the merits of VLOOKUP versus index match. Frank Mendez from finance, who traded in his business formal wear for dad jeans. It was a look. "Hey," Cadence said. She dropped her purse underneath the table and unbuttoned her coat as she assumed her station. "Good morning," Matt beamed as he greeted her. It had to be unnatural to possess so much energy in the morning. As she thought this, he presented her with a cup of coffee. "For last night." Cadence quickly accepted it before Matt said another word. But it was too late. She caught Sonia averting her eyes, pretending like she wasn't eavesdropping. Cadence suppressed her instinct to explain that the coffee was a thank you gift for the last-minute data she supplied for Matt's upcoming meeting with a VIP client. It would only open a can of worms with the other brokers whose requests were still sitting in her inbox. "I didn't expect to see you here," Cadence said before taking a sip. "Why not?" Matt loaded the cardboard box in front of him with packaged stuffing mix and cans of green beans, then pushed it over to Frank. "'Tis the season of giving. Or have you forgotten?" Had she offended him? She was about to apologize when she caught Matt assessing her all-black outfit, down to her boots. Cadence pulled her coat over her polo, muttering, "I didn't know I was supposed to wear an ugly Christmas sweater." If Matt wasn't offended before, he was now. "What are you calling ugly?" Cadence took another sip, avoiding the question because nothing about Matt was ugly. Sure, he had confidence in spades, affording him to wear this foolish getup with ease. But unlike the other brokers in the office, Matt never felt entitled to Cadence's time and politely asked whenever he needed a favor. Unlike her, Matt always took his family's calls, especially if it was his Lola, patiently listening while she spoke in long stretches. Cadence didn't mean to listen in on their conversations, but it wasn't hard to catch the staccato of his Lola's Tagalog accent when their cubicles were right next to each other. With his gregarious nature, Matt was popular among clients, which was why he was in the running for a promotion to lead Prism's new office in LA. Though she was an analyst, it didn't take genius to determine that the best-case scenario was for her to not invest her heart in a man who was about to leave for sunnier climes. And when Matt would inevitably leave, Cadence wouldn't have to worry about harboring a silly infatuation. In the meantime, she needed to pull herself together and keep her feelings in lockdown. Matt prompted her again by sweeping a hand across his ridiculous sweater, creating an audible shimmer. The man was basically a walking, talking wind chime. The corners of Cadence's lips twitched, but she refused to smile. It would only encourage him. She set aside her cup, gathered a box, and faced the warehouse, diverting her attention to packing canned goods. It was easier to talk to him when she wasn't looking at him. "I swear I didn't know," she asserted. "It was in the email." "So, this is a work-related event, and I'm wearing a work-appropriate outfit," she replied, prim and proper. "It's not like I have, her nose wrinkled, tinsel-covered sweater laying around." Cadence passed along her box, trying to keep the pace of the assembly line. "How do you not have one already? Do you not get invited to parties?" "Not ones requiring me to buy something that I'll only wear once a year. I don't have enough closet space for that." Her tiny studio apartment didn't have much space for anything. She flicked a bell on his sleeve. "This can't possibly be machine washable." "Where's your holiday?"